The soldier had been standing in the same spot for 48 hours. He had stepped on a landmine by accident. He carefully used a knife to cut open his shoe. He saw that his foot had already started to swell and rot. If no one came to save him, even if the landmine did not explode, he would die of thirst. At that moment, a sudden sandstorm rushed toward him. He quickly covered his mouth and nose with a scarf. Then he put his backpack on to increase his weight. He used the barrel of his rifle to support his body, and pushed his knife into the sand to fix himself in place. Soon the sandstorm completely surrounded him. He stayed calm, but he was almost blown away. Still, he did not move his body. Luckily, the sandstorm did not last long, and he survived. Suddenly, he looked down and saw a comrade, who had been killed by a landmine. He took the radio battery from the comrade. If he could contact headquarters, his hope of survival would greatly increase. But he soon discovered that the backpack with the radio had been blown away. He fell into despair. He picked up his pistol and prepared to end his life, but he did not have the courage to pull the trigger. He shouted desperately into the empty desert. His mental state began to collapse. Soon night fell. A wolf slowly walked toward him. The soldier did not hesitate. He pulled out his pistol and fired, but the wolves did not run away. They saw him as their dinner. Soon he used up all his bullets. One wolf bit his thigh when he was not looking. At the critical moment, he fought back with his knife. Then one wolf stepped on a landmine. The explosion scared the entire pack, and they ran away. By sunrise, the soldier was barely alive. If he could survive 7 more hours, the rescue team would reach the desert. He looked at a photo of his wife. It gave him the strength to stay awake. Suddenly the radio started working. The rescue team had arrived at the desert, but the desert was huge and full of buried mines. They could not locate him. The commander told him that if he could not clearly show his position, the team would have to return. Hearing this, he fell into complete despair. He noticed a signal flare about 2 meters away. To survive, he had no choice but to pick it up. He took a deep breath and stepped forward. Strangely, the landmine did not explode. He fell to the ground in shock, but soon calmed down. He crawled toward the object. With shaking hands, he brushed away the sand. Only then did he realize that he had not stepped on a landmine, but a metal box buried in the sand. He carefully opened the lid. Inside was a toy soldier. He lay on the ground and laughed loudly. After calming down, he picked up the signal flare and fired it. He successfully attracted the rescue team's attention, and he was finally saved.